Kia ora team, and welcome back to Stranded Alien Dawn on PS5. You join me with sad news. Sadly, Vanessa has died. She's down here. Here lies Vanessa Volk, who died of an infection. So she never recovered from the attack, and she got an infection, and we don't have antibiotics, and I haven't found the ability to research antibiotics yet because it's over here, and you need to find grain, and I haven't found any grain. However, I have just recently found which Racket is going to have a look at. Down here is a broad-leafed plant. I believe this is a grain plant. I sure hope so, because I haven't found any other plant anywhere that looks like grain. And we need it, in part because he is also suffering from an infection from an attack that just recently occurred. So that is a problem. Antibiotics, need antibiotics, need antibiotics. It looks like these people are eating raw meat, which I don't understand. I have a drying rack. I think maybe I should forbid them to get raw stuff, to try and maybe stop them from eating raw meat. I mean, I think they should just be cooking stuff. So I don't know why. Can I even get Jack to cook some meat soup? Cook yourself something to eat, and then maybe you can eat that instead. Or go to sleep. So yeah, food is a challenge. Food is a challenge. So we're growing these barrel cactus things, which they take ages to grow. Ages and ages. We're growing these things, which are the juice leaf, in part because we need bombs, healing bombs, which are here. Healing bombs. I think it's acid burns, I think is what, but it's an antiseptic paste anyway, which is good stuff. So we can move that up to there. Anyway, we've got 12. We've got 16 bandages. So we need antibiotics. We have the fermentation barrels ready for fuel, but no one's using it yet. I'm loath to set any more stuff going because it seems like everybody just keeps running around being real busy doing, I can't figure out what exactly. We finished building this building to store some of our stuff indoors, so we've just finished offloading the first outside stockpile, and we're going to start offloading this one. I want to get everything undercover because stuff undercover lasts longer, as you know, so it has a tendency not to rot away. So we need our electronics and our clothing and everything else. We don't get rain, but we do get the dust storms and various other bits and pieces, and obviously you have UV and heat and all the rest of it. So I want to get all of my stockpiles undercover. And then once all of the stockpile is undercover, we've finished the secondary wall. What I want to do is I want to look at what a stone building of accommodation will be for these people over here. And then what we can do is we can dismantle this sleeping area, and this will be the area that they have for whenever we're attacked by animals, and accommodation. And then I'll eventually build a wall around it. We'll have accommodation out here, and then once we've got the accommodation sorted, we'll be able to move on to generating power, which is what we're going to ultimately need. So yeah, and in the meantime try and move on to farming. This is set aside for trees, but no one has gotten into planting that yet. Like I said, everybody seems to be quite busy doing I don't know what. They're still not mining, which is amazing. So there we are. So this is where we stand currently. I needed him to not be doing that. I needed him to be doing something of slightly more use, but he's not doing it. So there you go. Gotta find some animals to hunt. There's one. Hunt that. There's another one. Let's hunt that. I think we can also harvest these, can't we? Harvest cactus fruits. So there's just a lot of travel required, I feel. That one's already dead. And we can probably kill that one. Right, there's a few things for you to do, people. This can also be harvested. These barrel cactuses? Cacti? Are they cacti? Can't remember. Are they octopi? Right. Anyway, there's a few things that they can be doing, and they can be getting on and doing it. I really, Raka, where's that plant? I really, really, really need you to observe this, because it really does matter for your survival and everyone else's. Could you please just go and do it? Thank you very much. We're out of fuel. Got 6. So like I said, we've got this thing here, but no one's filled it up. What's Ember doing? Get her to do it? Does that count? I'm trying to remember how to queue orders. So it says square is queue order, but when I press square it goes away. So let's see what she does. Is she gonna do the other one? Where is she? Where did she go? She did. Excellent. Well, she's working on it. Did you find any more food? Are we insufficient resources? No? Yeah, we must be short of resources. Okay, well that's fine. Connor's having a meltdown. Right, well, I think that's it for now. So what I'll do is I'll leave you and bring you back in, nice. It's smoked leaf. It's not even, it can't even make grain out of it. How are we going to make antibiotics? I was going to leave you, well, but now that he's done that, I have looked everywhere. There is, well, stunned creature over there. There is no other plants. I've got this thing due to be researched somewhere, but I can't imagine I'm going to get grain from a cactus. Because antibiotics are pretty critical. They proved to be critical in the last game, last couple of games. This is not it. This isn't. This is a juice leaf. That's a lot of juice leaf. This is the glowing mushroom. This is a big. This is an oasis with a big tree. Small bushes. There's no grain plants. Right, this is not of interest to you, in as much as if I don't figure out how to treat people's wounds with antibiotics, they're gonna die. So I'll continue to look for grain plant because I can't find any, and I'll see you on day 28. See you soon. Right, well, welcome back in this day 28, and yes, someone else has died. Grayson died. Grayson died of poisoning sepsis. So we're really, really struggling with a lack of antibiotics. And there's two things. The first is I did find a grain plant, and we have planted the said grain plant, and that will enable us to get grain. But I've just discovered that this cactus here produces cactus slime, which is can be used to make an antibiotic, which is good because we're going to need it. Jack currently has cirrhosis of the liver and sepsis, so unless we can get some cactus slime pretty sharpo pronto, he's going to end up dying. So I've got some stuff marked. They're just where's the fourth person? Connor's eating. Where is he eating? Where are you? Where is Connor? Oh. There he is, wherever he was. Yeah, so seeing as they're just sleeping, what I'm gonna do is, I think Raka's gonna go and harvest the... He's harvesting anyway, so he's gonna go and harvest that. Good lad. And when he comes back, we'll craft up some antibiotics here, and hopefully we can then treat Jack before he dies. To be honest, 6 is... Yeah, there we go, look at that. He's got a new resource. So let us just dial it back a little bit, and we can craft antibiotics from cactus slime, and we will be down at the bottom here, I'm sure. And that can go to the top. Yeah, so we'll get that cactus slime in, we'll get them some antibiotics in, and then maybe we'll be moving forward a little bit. What I will then do is I will need to... It's not edible, right? Cactus. Yeah, branch cactus. So what we'll do is we will plant that maybe over here. Set 60, 53, 50. No, I need down here. Let's put some branch cactuses down there. And is anybody making that? Not enough stuff. So what's up with Raka now? Oh, he's also got poisoning. Did we get that stuff? I didn't see. I thought we did. You don't need to be doing that. I need you to harvest some cactus. Yeah, I know all about the food situation. It's always low food. So I really need to get this cactus done, Ember. Sometimes you need to keep an eye on them, because you ask them to do things and they stop midway. And then they forget to go back again, which I've said before, right? Jack's our hunter extraordinaire. Not very good at butchering, but he's very good at hunting. So she's harvesting it. She's picking it all up. Harvest, 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 harvest. Jack's having a meltdown. That one didn't work. Right, so she's harvesting. Right, and you're bringing it back? She's bringing it back. Let's keep an eye on her. She's got 40. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And then that means over here she can deliver the cactus slime to wherever it's going. Here she comes. Oh, aggressive animals, of course. Of course, of course. That's all I need right now. Right, and you're gonna put this somewhere in there. Jolly good. Now, Raka, you need to craft some antibiotics. So you go get the slime. Good boy. And craft some antibiotics. Then some people can be treated. Are you kidding me? Ah! Honestly, it drives you mad sometimes. She can't even do it. Ah, can he do it? He can do it. I tell you, it drives you mad. Just finish. We were just finished. Goodness gracious me. That was a painful process. How many have we got? Just the one! Oh. Right. Anyway. Where are these critters? Here they are. So this is an interesting thing, because the the game is not very smart. The creature pathfinding, they all just end up stuck here for a while, and they all and ah, and they hum around for ages, trying to get to us through this great big rock wall. And sometimes there goes one. There goes another one. So they then decide that they're going to head off, which makes it incredibly difficult to decide when to defend. Because if you have your people standing there, they can be standing there for hours and hours, right? There's some coming now. And you have them standing there. Rain! Look at that! Draft everyone. Everyone can come over here. Yeah, you have them standing around for hours, and what happens is they all start having meltdowns because they're all standing around for ages. Rain. Yes, I know Raka's probably ill. So you need to be careful with that stuff because it's a bit of a nuisance. So there's the little ones seem to have found their way. Well, I don't know where the big ones are, but you can't individually select them. There's some over there, there's some over there. There's some over there, wherever the heck that is. So it makes, yeah, unfortunately it does make defense pardon me, incredibly hard. Because you don't know when to not. You know, when do these people go back to being not? So can she actually treat him? Sorry. Undraft. Did that work? Undraft. Right. Can she... She's already doing it. Okay, can you heal him? Hooray! It looks like maybe he's been cured! Right. Who was shooting and what's happening? There's a critter coming? So she needs to be drafted. Go there. And he needs to be drafted and stay there. Because the problem is there's two big critters out there, and if anyone runs into them, they're going to be in serious trouble. Right, here comes some more. So we're gradually whittling them down. Right, here comes another one. What did it do? It stopped to eat some leaves. Where's the rest? Doesn't know what it's doing. This one seems to not know what it's doing. I think we're probably safe. Undraft everyone. I think everybody's probably safe for now. Oh man, what a melodrama. So yeah, so it looks like we're out of cactus slime already. I obviously have this earmarked for growing cactuses. We need to get onto that. I need to see if I can find some more. I keep complaining about low food. Where that was sort of my main priority, was to get the antibiotics. So it looks like we've treated people as necessary, so we need to go and find some more of that and harvest some more of that. The food is rotting away. I don't fully understand these drying racks. I'm really sorry, but they don't seem to want to use them very much. We've whittled away some of these storage stuff to indoors. There's some stuff that's still stored outdoors, but we've got most of the stuff that we need to get indoors. We've got fabrics and textiles and various things. I probably need to manage that a little bit better. So we're still working on that. So my priority now is to get a little bit of a stock of antibiotics put together. I want to harvest some more critters because we need some more fuel. We're short of fuel, and I would like some more fuel because there's some more expeditions out there that we haven't gotten around to. So that's going to be my next priority. My next priority has got to be stock of antibiotics and a stock of fuel, right? And nobody else dead. And I'll see you soon. Right, welcome back to day 35. We've just repelled. What's with these attacks are starting to get bigger. Let's just say that they're starting to get bigger. But as long as we position our people right, the defenses hold. So we want to try and lure them down here. So we got to. Our people are bait, right? And they pathfind to this gate. So you have a gate, and they pathfind through here. And this wall got damaged, which we knew would happen because of this. So we'll have to do. We're going to jink this out a little bit and widen this and destroy some of this and rebuild it, which is fine. I'm fine with that. That's okay. I don't have a problem with that. Well, I need to think about this one. But so that's working okay. That's working okay. I guess the situation is, watch out, she's got a deep puncture. Let's just let those people get moving along. No? Undraft, are they... Is everybody doing their stuff? Why are you... What? I don't understand this. I don't understand how we can't undraft everybody. There we go, got it. And it's still not... I don't like... and I said it before, I don't like the I find the interface really frustratingly hard to try and figure out, you know, but anyway, there you go. Maybe it's just because I haven't played in a while. Enough complaints. So everybody's moving along, we're moving along. She has a puncture. Is anybody going to treat her? Who's sleeping there? Could you treat her, maybe? Connor? Are you any good? You give it a go? No, then, apparently. Honestly, man, the amount of times you pick someone to do stuff and they have an instant meltdown because you've asked them to do something is also frustrating, as you can hear. So, where are we at? Well, we're growing things. So, we've got, obviously, this branch cactus, which produces cactus slime, which could be used as antibiotics. We have 45 of that in stock, which is over here. But antibiotics-wise, we don't have any. So, we've got to get crafting of that, just to make sure that we're working on that. We've had our harvest of grain. We are researching antibiotics production through the fermentation barrels so that we can also make antibiotics, because the grain in the fermentation is actually faster. Thank you, dog. Nice to have this stuff, but I think this will be quicker, which is great. We have moved on to building where they're going to live. So I've taken the calculation that a bed fills 3 slots and they're going to get really tiny rooms. So I think I should be able to make 4 rooms, probably on this side, to be fair. And there'll be room for a bed, and that will be it, but it will be private. And then we might be able to fit some crafting in here. I mean, my intention is to maybe some crafting tables. We can always build another place onto it, because one of the other things that cropped up in the others is you try and make one big building too early, you just spend literally years trying to make it. So I want to try and do this in little chunks. So we've got a little storage building here. We'll get them under cover. They then really probably need another storage building to get this stuff under cover. We then might need an annex for crafting and things. So we're going to do it in little bits and pieces at a time, rather than trying to do it in a great big chunk, because it does take an awful lot of stuff, and with this uneven terrain we seem to be using a bit, and we need to carry on mining rock to do that. So that's my thinking. Do it in chunks. Like I said, dismantle this, have this as the combat area, which is fine. That's worked before, so it should be doable. And get onto electricity. I think we were nearly there with the research for the graphene solar panel. I don't know if there's any way to check that. No, it doesn't. We were doing it, and then we had to switch to antibiotics. I don't know if it remembers that. I think it does. So anyway, what do we really need? We need graphene, and I think we need, once we've done that, delivery drones. They are a game changer when it comes to moving stuff around. So we'll do delivery drones, and then we're probably going to need refrigerators once we get electricity going. So that's the plan from here. So the plan from here is to carry on doing what we're doing, build this up, carry on. We've got resources to make antibiotics. We're working on the research to do antibiotics from grain production. I could probably prefer if you actually hold this grain under cover. We need a bit of wood. We're growing some trees, or trying to grow some trees over here so that we can make wood. We've got some this stuff which we can eat as fruit. We've got juice leaf, which is I think we can eat it. I'm not sure it has. We can make healing balm from it. This also makes antibiotics. We've got grain which we can eat, but also makes antibiotics. And we've got some things here which we can butcher, which is insect meat, which we can eat, and also helps us make fuel. And we're continuing to do our hunting and continuing to do our, as you can see, mining. I think there's some. Where did I last see some of the zebras? Somewhere else. Anyway, the zebras sporadically come down. I haven't tackled these critters yet because these look kind of dangerous. Relatively peaceful. I'll mark this one for observation, because it may or may not come in useful later. And there's some cactuses up here we can harvest from antibiotics. I don't think there's any critters up here yet. So we're moving on. It's day 35. We'll see how we go. Next time you join me, it'll probably be end of year. I'll see you soon. Right, Kira, welcome back. It is day 44. So, how are we doing? How are we doing? How are we doing? It's a little bit better. It's kind of, I mean, wins and not wins. We're nearly finished with constructing the accommodation block, which is fabulous. They've just got to finish doing the roof, and then I can move them out of here into there. In terms of layout, it is sort of very cell-esque. One bed in each little area, so they don't get the, is it like spacious bedroom bonus from sleeping there, but they will get undisturbed sleep. We seem to have an awful lot of scrap, so it's predominantly going to be scrap. We don't have wood, so there you go. So that's the basic layout. I haven't put any windows on this wall because we need to think about if you put things up against the wall, you can't put a window there. So we'll see. We'll see about the internal layout. We'll get these guys in here first, and then we'll worry about having to move benches inside and whether we want additional storage space inside, etc., etc. Because if we put the workbenches in here, a lot of the storage is here, and I did say we want another storage block, so we might put another storage block here and put the benches in there. And I don't know. I don't like this height difference. I don't think it makes a huge amount to the difference in what it costs to build it. It does. So the higher it is, the more product it uses. So that's a bit of a pain. So anyway, we're nearly well, in fact, we are done with that. So I had these set to do not use. So we'll put Connor in the end room. We will put Jack there. We will put Ember there, and we'll put Raka here, and he gets the benefit of having the thing. These will be marked for do not use, which is fine. And then I will then dismantle this. So when this seems like, yeah, everybody's finding their beds, which is great. Raka seems to be vomiting in his room already. That should be marvelous. So let's do a quick status check, shall we? We got plenty of scrap. We don't have any hay. Not a big surprise. Do we need hay at the minute? I don't think we need hay at the minute. Sticks. We got a whole bunch of sticks that predominantly, I think, go into the fire. But no one's had time for cooking yet. We'll get to the food and the situation in a minute. We have managed to acquire some wood for some old dead trees. We're working on stone, but we've just used a heap for building a building. We've got an awful lot of metal alloys, which is great because there's some advanced materials we're going to want to build later. We do seem to have quite a lot of cloth. We've certainly got a lot of leather from the things we've been killing, so that's fine. We're doing okay with the fuel side of things. We do have the fermenter here. We're currently out of insect stuff, but we can't get it. It's getting a little bit rarer, getting a little bit more scarce. But every time we get an attack, obviously you get insects, which is what it is. We've still got some cactus slime for antibiotics if we need it. We have a lot of these electronics. We have this fabricator matrix. I want to talk about that in a minute. And we have, well, no food. We have no food. We have next to no food. We should have. I don't know where the meat is going. Are they eating raw meat? Because I've had Jack out. He runs around hunting things, but then the way the hunting works is it seems to be that they hunt them, but then forget to butcher them. So let's just get him onto butchering that, because we did have red meat, so I don't know what's going on. This should be set to do not use. Survivors are forbidden to get raw even when they're starving. So that's true. So maybe we'll just not worry about grouping items by type. Is it? I don't know. It takes raw red meat, and this one is not actually being used. So I'm gonna destroy all of this. I'm gonna have all of this demolished. We'll recover some resources. I'll have the stone bench and things moved inside. Anyway, that's the situation with food. So we knew that the food situation was going to be tricky, and it is. They've gotten through all their emergency rations. Medical wise, we're doing okay. Bandages, healing balm, antibiotics. Now that we've got the grain here, and we have the ability to ferment antibiotics, again we're out of resources, then all we need to do is stay on top of that. So that's pretty good, and we've still got the ability to obviously make antibiotics from cactus slime, as we know. So medically we're doing okay. Apparel wise, we've obviously got some additional apparel because people died. We seem to be okay at the minute, but I have built the tailor bench. Could be a lot of leather clothes because we have a lot of leather. We'll have to see how that goes. We do have some spare weapons, but nothing majorly great, and we don't have any of the other items. Fuel. Yeah. So expedition wise, I have been sending them out. We do have a few. We've got the security signal, which we need to get out to because sometimes we get some weaponry from that kind of thing. The call source is, I don't know, part of something. And that's generally, we've got cargo pod debris. They've been out there a couple of times, but all we seem to get is scrap, which I've got a bunch of. So I'll need to get someone out to do the security signal thing. Should probably be Connor, which is fine. We'll get him to go and do that. And that's the situation. Research wise, graphene solar cells is at 39%. Ember's our lead researcher. I keep trying to get her onto it, but she's slow, man. She's so slow. This is complex. It's 3 days to do this. And then it's going to be 3 days to do flak cannons, which we really, 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 really need. So I might have to adjust her activities down to while she's got healing. I'm going to bump that to 2 and leave her research at number 1. Because we've got to get this research done. We've got to get graphene solar panels, and we've got to get flak cannons, because if we get flying attacks, we get acid burns from those things. They spit acid at you, and there's no defense. I mean, some of these people have. Oh, she needs a new pair of shoes. Get her into some synthetic boots. He's gonna need a new t-shirt, isn't he? Yeah, I mean, they're all wearing good stuff, but I'm pretty sure he should have a laser pike. You two could have a laser pipe, but I think you need to have a spear. Let's let them all do that. Should sort themselves out. Oh, Raka's awaiting treatment for something. He's gonna be treated. What has he got? Oh, poisoning. It's alright. That's alright, that's alright. So, there you go. So, there's the situation. I had thought, is it 45 days in a year? I thought there was 42 days in a year. So I don't know what the situation is. I was hoping for the end of the year, so we could talk about it being the end of the year, because it really is going to be the end of the year. And how are we doing? Well, for year one, I honestly think we've done better than we have done in other jobs, other scenarios. Sorry, and I think the key is not building too big. Like, we've built a small area here, and we've built a relatively small area here. She is going through her bed. We've got a bunch of aggressive animals coming. That should be fun. We've lost 2 people, but we lost them to infections, which is, I should have concentrated more on antibiotics than I did earlier. I did say that in the last one, that it is quite important to get antibiotics, and I should have concentrated more on that. So that's not great. We've been, I guess, kind of lucky with the. Why is she going to observations? You see, it's because I've got her set for. You need to not be going to observe the rock. Thank you, Ember. I'm going to ask you to come over here and research graphene silver cells, please. And I don't need Jack wandering off, because these creatures are going to attack, aren't they? Here they go. Yeah, they come around the side. The little ones seem to have it sussed. They come around the side and down here. So, Connor's away, he is our star shooter. But why was it not select everyone? Draft and select all armed survivors. There we go. Right, we need to get Jack back here, because how far did he go? Because he's also got a good aim. It's right. In you come, mate. Let's see, where are these crazy critters? Here they come. So the benefit, oddly enough, because the game's AI pathfinding for these creatures is so rubbish, they come in little dribs and drabs, which is pretty good for us, because we don't end up getting our defenses overwhelmed. You see, we have these little dribble bits come through, and that's fine. They get attacked, and then the rest get stuck here. You see, they still all get stuck here, and the little ones, they eventually make it. The big ones tend not to. They tend to head off in a different direction. So these little dribble ones, they're going to go around, and these wander off, but they seem to never ever manage to pathfind. Right, let's see, what did Connor find? Better weapons, mate. A laser pistol. Yeah, okay, well that'll do. Having an extra laser pistol will certainly help. So these guys are going to come on around in the little dribs and drabs, and we're going to pick them off in ones and twos as they come around. And I think that's the end of it. Sometimes though, the problem is that I release them from draft, and then they get attacked somewhere along the line. And here's the other problem: she has fainted, because you have to keep them drafted for so long that that they then end up having issues. Ember's off to sleep. So I think that's it. Well, she's already undrafted, so I can undraft him, and I can undraft him. So I'm conscious that it's a bit risky, so I always check. Oh, there's one coming. There's one coming. and there's another one up there. So I need to. Where are you? You're down here. I need to. I still need to draft you all, people. Oh, Jack's having a meltdown. That's why. Is that little critter coming? I can hear it. Where is it? Oh, it seems to not know what it's doing. Oh man. See, and because I'm keeping them all drafted for so long, they all have meltdowns. So it's a bit of a I didn't want him drafted. It's a bit of a mixed situation, because you get obviously the win from the fact that you're not getting attacked as much from the crawling creatures, but it's also you need to manage them a lot more, and now people are starving, which I don't get. Jack's been out hunting meat like there is no tomorrow, and I just don't know. There's leathers over there. I just don't know where the red meat is going. So that's definitely next on his list to do. So what else can we eat? They were eating the barrel cactus stuff, but it takes ages, so we need to get some stuff into harvest. I need to get some barrel cactus into harvest. That's what we need to do, and then they can eat some of that. Is this ready? That's not ready. Nothing around here. What's this? Some kind of glowing orange mushroom. I think you make mushroom tea with that, don't you? Is this... There's two together there. Is that one dead? That one's dead. That was one that Jack killed. But then he got chased off it. And there was a whole load of Dromeda out here. Yeah, look. Got that on your list of butchery things. Is this one also dead? No. There's got a whole bunch of critters out here that had originally set Jack to kill. I guess he must have dropped off. Nothing to harvest over there. Nothing to harvest over there. So, not sure what the story is with the meat in the food. But what I was going to say is I did find in the production side of things that there is this thing, which is a food fabricator, and we have a fabricator matrix, which is great. I need graphene solar panels. I need graphene solar panels. So I need Ember to be working on graphene solar panels, and that's really got to be a priority. So I had hoped, like I said, I had hoped to get to year end. This is kind of the year-end coverage. Year-end will be certainly coming along, but we're not going to be talking about it now, sadly. Jack's off to butcher some stuff, so that's fine. I hope I get to Ember before she starves to death, because the problem is we need her, and she's at 0. So I think what I can do is I can get him to harvest that barrel. Oh, for heaven's sakes! Everybody keeps having meltdowns and fainting and stuff, and it's really crazy. Wow, she knocked out Connor. She's pretty tough. These are all the usual kind of dramas and dilemmas that we have. So, has it been a testy first year? It has. We're going through yet another testy phase. It's like that. We've just gotta make our way through. We've got to try and make sure that no one else dies. As I've said before with these scenarios, we can survive with 3. Can't do it with 2. Just can't be done. So 4 is okay. 3 is we can still do it, but it's going to be a bit of an uphill battle. 2 is not possible. Jack has got 22 food coming in, which is great. Where is he putting it? He's going to put it in the drying rack. Yes, good man. So we've actually got some food that's going to dry, which is great, and then they can have some dried meat. I don't know how long it takes, but that's good. For some reason, meat soup won't go. Oh, because he's put this in the drying rack. That's right. There's been a new insect nest. Well, that's up there somewhere. Which is, where are we? We're down here, right? Church a while away, so that's okay. She's working on graphene solar panels. We're nearly halfway there. Oh man. Anyway, I'll be seeing you in the new year. Yeah. Let's see how we go, eh? Do drop a like. Do subscribe to the channel. Do click the bell notification so you know when the next one of the series is coming out. Do feel free to drop any thoughts, comments, helpful hints, tips, tricks, or criticisms. And I will see you all again real soon. Ta-ta for now.
PlayStation